Hi, I'm Lindsay Del Carlo, the trial garden manager for Renee's Garden Seeds in Felton, California. And in our trial garden this season, we've grown some winter squash, and I would just like to go over how to harvest them. So this is mid-September, so it's getting time for all these kind of things to mature and be ready to harvest. And so I'll just show you how we do it. And the difference between winter squash and summer squash, like zucchini and scallop squash, are you harvest these soon after they appear on the plant, and you want them to be kind of on the small side. But winter squash, also grown during the summer, despite their name, you let mature almost completely on the plant, and the skin of the squash will harden up, and as soon as they're fully mature, you can store them over the winter, hence winter squash. So I'll show you some that are still not too mature. The ones that are higher up on the plant are the younger ones, and you can see the stem is still very green, so that's not ready. So these will sit on the plant for as long as possible. And there's some that are down lower on the plant, and these are very mature. I can see the skin is starting to get kind of like a powdery look to it, and the stem, it looks really corky and dry, and so this one is about ready. Winter squash, when they're ready to harvest, the skin should be nice and tough, and so a way to test it is if it's difficult to pierce it with your thumbnail. You shouldn't be able to do that. Then they're ready to harvest. When you see the plant dying back and the skins look nice and tough, difficult to pierce with your thumbnail, then you can cut them from the vine and let them cure. So I will take my clippers and cut it off the plant with a nice long stem on it. And you can usually see the blossom end still stuck to it, and I'll just take that off. And I'll go through and cut the mature ones off the plant, and then I let these sit in the sun and cure for about a week. And then after that, I'll store them in a cool, dry place. I'll usually lay them out, one layer deep in the garage. It's a good spot. And to cook these, really easy. I slice it in half, and I take out all the seeds, and I'll usually coat it with olive oil and some sea salt, and I just bake it about 350 for an hour. And if you don't want to cut them in half, you can just bake them whole. I pierce the skin all over with a fork or a knife and bake the whole thing, and till it's soft, and then slice it open and take the seeds out. But yeah, it's a very versatile vegetable. These kabocha squash are really sweet and have the consistency of a potato. And after baking them, I just put butter and sea salt on them, then they're delicious. Or you can do things like add cooked squash to curries or soups or stir fry. So they're very versatile. And then these will store over the winter, so you can harvest all of them and then have plenty to eat during the winter. And Renee's Garden sells a few varieties of winter squash. Delicata squash, butternut squash, we have vining butternut squash, and they're all very delicious and available on our website, reneesgarden.com.